future. You brought me to him.
You asked me, not him.
Okay.
This guy has to say sorry for his actions.
No, you say sorry. You don't even think that slavery was bad, and you think that slavery should be legal in the future.
I don't believe that you're a liar.
No,
I don't believe that.
so-
I don't believe that
so
you're a liar.
Do you refute Saleh Fawzan? Do you refute Saleh Fawzan, or do you think he's a scholar? He thinks that this guy is a Saudi. You know, he's probably paid by the Saudi government. He thinks that Saleh Fawzan is a scholar. Saleh Fawzan says that slavery should be legal in the future. You know, no, he started it. Now he doesn't want to finish it.
Show me
Will you say that Saleh Fawzan is wrong when he says that slavery should be legal in the future? No, I'm not. No.
Show me what you are.
Because he's a liar. He's a liar.
Why are you getting so emotional about it?
Because he's a liar and he just says something, then he runs off.
You said
He's
something
weak.
and
He's a
you didn't show
coward.
me.
He's a coward. He won't defend his position.
You talking about
He
yourself,
thinks
my
that
friend.
slavery should be legal in the perfect Islamic state in the
No, I
future.
never said that.
Because
Never said that.
but he does think it.
never
He
said
does
that.
think it though.
No,
When is
don't put
slavery
words on
made
his mouth.
haram?
No,
When
don't
was
put words.
slavery made
He never
haram
said that.
in the
He
Quran
never
or
said
the
that.
Sunnah? When was slavery made haram?
It's
It was
a
never made
concept.
haram. It was never forbidden, like incest
In
or
Islam,
eating
we
or
encourage
drinking alcohol.
to free the slave.
Is that what Muhammad says?
Yeah, Quran
Oh yeah.
says
Then
no.
how come
Quran
Muhammad
says
said?
that.
How come
To
Muhammad
free
said
slavery.
to his wife, who manumitted, who freed a slave?
Where is your
What he
resource?
said? You know what
Where's your
Muhammad
resource?
said to his wife, who freed
Show
a
me,
slave?
don't say what
He
Muhammad
said,
said. Show me.
I
Show me.
will.
Show.
But first I'll say what
No,
he
no,
said.
show the proof.
Muhammad said
Don't
that
talk
it is
about
better
that,
to
just-
give a slave to your maternal uncle. And I'll show you the proof.
show the
I will.
proof.
I will. Right now. I've got it right here.
Yeah.
Oh, the envelope.
Purple folder. We've got the infamous
It'll
purple
take a few
folder.
minutes, but it's here.
He's got the folder. He's got the purple folder.
Reverend,
Oh, it's
is
coming,
your
it's
point
coming.
that the Bible doesn't ban slavery either, right?
Yeah. The Bible's a bad source of moral guidance as well. But my main point is that Shamsi, he said to me, I need to say sorry to the black people for slavery. And of course, I think that slavery committed by European colonial powers is wrong. But the difference between me and Shamsi is that Shamsi thinks that slavery should be legal in the ideal Islamic state in the future. I will.
He never
because
says that.
No, he
You
backs
liar, you
up
liar.
Saleh Fawzan. He
Shamsi's
backs up
here.
Saleh
He
Fawzan.
never said
And
that.
Shamsi runs
You
away
liar.
from me.
But he never
Shamsi's
said
a
that.
coward.
Why you
liar.
said something when you
Don't
didn't
talk
say it?
about
No,
Shamsi.
he's
Talk
denying.
about the
He's a
subject.
liar. He's a liar.
Did he say
Talk
with his
about
mouth?
the proof.
No,
Did he say with his mouth?
I'll
Did he
believe
say with his
Shamsi
mouth?
as soon as he refutes
Did
Saleh
Shamsi say that
Fawzan.
with his mouth?
He knows,
You
like,
attribute
Saleh
liar.
Fawzan,
You're a
no,
liar.
Shamsi knows who Saleh Fawzan is. Do you know who he is?
Yes.
Who is Saleh Fawzan?
He's a scholar.
Yes,
But he
exactly.
said- but
Do
he
you
said
refute
with his
him?
mouth.
Do you refute
Did
him?
Shamsi say with his mouth?
No. Do you refute Saleh Fawzan?
What's that? Reply.
He supports. No, I know what group he's with. I know who he's with. He's
because
with
he's with that group, he said it.
he's with Salafi
Doesn't mean
publication.
he agrees
What did
with
Muhammad
it.
say?
Guys,
Muhammad
he
said
agrees with it.
that look,
It does
like
not
a
mean he agrees
person
with it.
is
That's not
upon what
necessary.
his friends are upon.
No,
And he's
we
upon what
disagree.
his teacher Abu Khadija is on. What is
No,
Abu
they have
Khadija on?
differences.
Abu
They have
Khadija is on what the
differences.
rest of the Saudi
No,
scholars
they
are.
have differences.
They're
You're
all just
lying.
working for Saudi scholars, and this is what the Saudi scholars say. What do you want me to show
What's the
first?
Saudis?
Do you want me to show
You
that
like them? You
Muhammad
like them?
said?
Show us the
like
bank
them?
account where they send
like
him the
even
money.
I'll
ISIS,
show you.
this
I'll show
guy.
you what he
He
said
says to
about
me, I like
Muhammad.
ISIS.
Show us
ISIS,
the
they are
bank
right.
account
We are wrong.
where the Saudis are paying the money.
ISIS
they are
behave-
right, we are wrong.
ISIS
That's what
is-
he
Show
says.
us the
ISIS
bank
slavery
account
is
where he
Islamic.
says Saudis
No,
paying
it's
the
not.
money.
They behave like
You like
Show us the bank account where he says Saudis paying the money. That's what I want to see. I've always heard that claim, never seen it.
well, it's
I've
just
got a pay
obvious,
for every
man.
time
It's,
that was
it's
said.
obvious, man. No, they
Obvious.
suck up. They suck up to Magka. They suck up to the Saudi scholars so much. They're just, whatever. Okay, I'll show us on my phone. It'll be easier.
What, Hadith Bukhari?
Is Abu Bakr a Muslim?
Come in. James is saying that
Yeah, he never made it to Ram. And when one of his wives freed a slave, it'll be okay. Go for it.
don't worry if it pulls off if you want to move. Like what you're saying.
Wait.
James, you lost the crowd, fam.
Yeah. Well, no. Here's the thing. They ask for proof, then they won't wait for the proof to come.
Guess they don't want to see it anyway.
Okay, Sahih al-Bukhari, the Book of Gifts. This is from Sahih al-Bukhari, and the Arabic reference would be Book 51.
I don't get this, man.
And the English reference would be Hadith 767. narrated Maimuna, the wife of the Prophet, that she manumitted her slave girl, and the Prophet said to her, you would have got more reward if you had given the slave girl to one of your maternal uncles. Okay? So people say, oh, Muhammad tried to outlaw slavery. But they ignore this though. They ignore the fact that Muhammad said it is better to give your slave to one of your family members than it is to free the slave. So that's not an abolitionist message, is it? Are you a slavery abolitionist if you say, oh, it's better to kind of give slaves to your family members than it is to free them? Think about that as a moral lesson if you're going to say like he's the ideal moral messenger or whatever. And the other thing I wanted to prove.
What's the reference, by the way?
Yeah. Come here if you want.
Time.
So this is from Sahih al-Bukhari.
I'm just going to read the interpretation and read the explanation.
Okay, yeah. And the other thing I really want to show is that I claimed that Shamsi believes that if Shamsi was in charge and his buddies were in charge, and even if he was in charge tomorrow and he had his ideal Islamic state, slavery would be legal in it, and that's because Saleh Fawzan is, one of the senior Saudi scholars that Shamsi follows and would praise. I'm sure you'll be able to easily find video footage of him praising this guy. He's, Saleh Fawzan is one of the senior kind of professors of Islamic jurisprudence, and he's quoted as saying, is slavery is part of Islam, and it's legal. It's legal under his Islamic jurisprudence. And let's look at what the Quran says. What does the Quran say? It says in chapter 23, verses 1 to 6, and they will have succeeded those who, and then it lists a few attributes. Then it says, and those who guard their private parts, except from their wives and those their right hand possess. Those their right hand possess means slavery. So that they will have succeeded. There is no, and then it says and there will be no blame upon them. So how can you say that there will be no blame upon people who don't have sex with their slaves, unless you're condoning not only slavery but also having sex with your slaves, having sex with people who you have complete authority over. That's coercion. That's duress.
It's rape, James. Can I respond? I would say that slavery in every country,
racism against that
for the majority of history, there has been various forms of slavery.
as well.
Nowhere in the Bible is slavery forbidden. Jesus never speaks about it, and he lived in a time and a place where slavery was rife and was practiced. It would have been a part of normal life. When Muhammad came, slavery was still a part of normal life. People kept slaves, it was legal, it was normal, and there are things in the Quran that talk about treating slaves well.
Oh, good slavery!
There's
something as good slavery.
At the time, it was probably revolutionary. Okay, but
no one wants to be owned.
Hear me out. No one wants to be owned. I agree. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'll clarify.
Because he's ginger.
No, I'm not.
He's an undercover thief.
Yeah, who knows what I am.
Good slavery.
I should refuse to answer that question, but I'll tell you I'm not. And he came and he said treat the slaves well. There's probably a hadith that you